Takaoka Pollon さんですね。私たち警察です。
Alrighty, hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Anonymous Code. As you can kind of see, yeah, we've been caught by the police. Momentarily, in the end of the previous episode, we were following our police idols, or whatever they are, because I guess they're both occupations. Well, anyways, we're following them around and seeing their weird antics, and yeah, we ran into ourselves. We ran into Pollon and Momo as they were trying to escape and get somewhere a lot less cratery, because yes, we're still in the crater. And we got to learn a little bit more about the sad morning in the last episode, which, you know, it stuck out. It sounded very science adventure-y to me, and I was wondering, what was that all about? Did I miss something? And it was nice to know that no, not necessarily. We got to learn a little bit more about that, a little bit more on Pollon's background, and of course, nothing more on Momo, to an extent. But let's see what's going to happen here. Yep, police, believe it or not. Yep. Yeah, even in these photos, they actually look, you know, normal. But then you look at them here with their, I don't know what it is on their shoulders, and their, you know, again, weird antics. Not really what you would expect out of a cop. We were this close to getting out of here, and now we'd bumbled our asses right into the cops. I had gotten sloppy, thinking that they had all left. Though,
あんたたち警察の人かよ。本当に?
Yeah, it's a good question to ask.
見ればわかるでしょ。
わからないから。
警察官でアイドルもしているのよ。
Again, wow, the future sure is weird.
アイドル。
That explained why they looked like that, though part of me still wondered whether they were middle-aged men in disguise. Well, hold on. Yep, okay, nope, they're good. They are for sure not the case.
じゃあ、バイト?
Were they some third-rate idols doing some desperate collaboration with the police?
違います。しょうがない。自己紹介しちゃおうかな。
Uh-oh.
リコちゃん、イロハちゃん、やるよ。
Oh no. What's gonna happen?
あらあら。ネットの森を駆け回り、不正アクセス緊急消火。悪い子は甘いハニーポットに落としちゃうぞ。
Okay, you can stop introducing yourselves
元
already.
気と笑顔
I don't
が
want
取
to
り
hear
柄の
it.
小鹿ちゃん、倉科バンビです。バンビ次はリコちゃん。
Oh my god.
お薬にお注射はいかが？ウイルスだってデータ改ざんだって見逃さない。いい子になるまで退院はお預け。クラッカーも青ざめるクール担当沢井リコです。
リコ、そしてイロハちゃん。誰かの悪口ダメ、いけないものの売り買いダメ、いかがわしい画像や映像を上げるのだってダメ。
These three things that she threw out here for her introduction are all completely different levels of, like, wrong. Bad-mouthing someone, I don't even know if that's breaking the law. Selling and buying illegal stuff, yeah. Sharing naughty pics and vids, I mean, we need context.
守れる子にだけご褒美あげる。みんなの癒しのお姉さん、京極いろはです。いろは。私たち警視庁サイバー対策課サイバー対策室所属。
And I'm officially not taking them seriously.
サイバーフォースドール。れっきとした警察官です。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, like, dead ass.
反応薄いぞ。
Yeah, wait, hold on. News. Pro Baseball, Mizuguchi goes freelance. Lions offer 2-year contract for 2 billion yen. Wow, that's quite a bit of money. But it could be more. I was just going to throw out that, you know, as somebody who casually watches, like, HoloLive VTubers, I mean, I understand the cringe. I get it, and I feel it right now. Here and now, for sure. How are we supposed to react?
赤くなってない？
照れちゃったかしら。
そんなわけあるかよ。
Oh yeah, we're bad with women.
ぜひファンになってね、少年。
つくな。なめやがって。
The weird words and poses had left me dazed, but this was no time to be spacing out.
待って、バンビちゃん。逮捕じゃなくて保護。
Yeah, we're not being put under arrest. It's just custody.
そっか
I remember that.
ご同行をお願いします。
お断りだ。俺を連れて行きたいなら逮捕状を取ってきなよ。
送電設備のクラッキングに信号機の遠隔操作、それに信号無視。これだけあれば逮捕状取ろうと思えば取れるんだけど。
Oh, I'm sure. I am 100% sure.
ご同行願います。そっちの彼女さんも一緒にね。
あなた、プロフィールがないようだけど、名前は？家はどこ？
その服、彼に無理やり着させられたりしていないかしら？
No, but I don't know what the backstory is on the outfit. Did they think I was some kind of pervert? Well, whatever. It didn't matter right now. I looked over at Momo. She still had a sullen look on her face, and she wasn't saying a word. She couldn't even discuss her situation with the police. That left me with one choice.
何度でも言うぞ、モモ。俺は困ってる人を放っておけない。将来有望の七七さんだってな。
Without a moment to lose, I took her hand
来い。
and booked it away from the officers as fast as we could.
ちょっと待ちなさい。
I mean, is this surprising? No, not at all. We ran through the labyrinth of passages or passageways and old subways, deliberately taking random paths to throw them off. Shortly after we lost them, we jumped into a worker prefab that happened to be nearby. Momo was fresh out of breath after all that running. It didn't look like she could take another step. Those three probably hadn't given up, though. It was only a matter of time before they found us again, so we had to find a way to lose them. I looked around the prefab.
秘密の地下室も隠し扉もなさそうだな。
It was a really simple prefab where workers could change clothes or take a breather. Some chairs were set up around a table in the middle, and we found uniforms in the lockers lining the walls.
これで変装できるか？
No, it's not gonna work. Especially in the digital age where just looking at somebody you get their profile. Digital age, the digital future. There was also the option of bribing the workers to sneak us out among them. The only problem was that there wasn't a single worker here. Would the workers show up before the cops found us? And would they open... They're not going to be open to bribery, unless they're being paid terribly. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be open to that. Betting on that seemed kind of hella risky.
クロス、さっきの3人組との話聞いてたか？
あ、
なんとか連
I
中
kind
を
of
振り
forgot we
切
were
り
on
た
a
い。
call with him there.
AR で見た目変えるアプリってあったよな。あれ使えると思うか？
あるにはあるが、性能がいいものは値が張るぞ。
安物なら？
サイバー対策室を名乗る相手だろ？見破ってくると思うがな。
Oh yeah. We definitely didn't have the funds for a good one. Uh-oh. Wow, they already found us. Holy shit. That really was not a lot of time. Whoa, they found us. How? I was pretty sure they didn't see us coming in here. Then again, it's not like there was anywhere else to go.
話をさせてくれ。
I called out to them.
確かに信号や送電設備をハッキングした。信号無視もした。スピード違反もした。でもそれには事情があった。軍が騒いでたのは知ってるだろ。あいつらに追われてたんだ。捕まえるならむしろあいつらを捕まえろよ。
はいはい、後でゆっくり聞くから早く開けなさい。
She didn't believe me. Were they working with the army? Or did she just think that I was joking or talking out of my ass? Whichever it was, it didn't seem like they were going to listen.
すみません。巻き込んでしまって。
Ah, no, it's fun. It's creating a story. Momo bowed her head in apology.
もう終わりって雰囲気出すなよ。俺は諦めてないぞ。
Then again, there wasn't much I could do. Where could we go from here?
一発逆転の方法を思いつけ。この程度の逆境が何だってんだ。俺は立ち止まらないぞ。俺一人じゃなくて、モモと二人で逃げ切る方法は、一発逆転の方法を思いつけ。この程度の逆境が何だってんだ。俺は立ち止まらないぞ。
Okay, I think by him saying all this...
あ、
Yep. Okay, when he starts to talk to himself like that, that means, okay, let's jump back here.
そうか。 これがあったんだった。ちょうどいいタイミングかもな。罠の可能性もあるけど、試してみるか。
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a trap using the system that we used before and it worked out. But by going back here, we won't have to, have initially interacted with the police. We can slip by them and they wouldn't be chasing us. I say, let's go for it. With this really wicked animation. This is a bit of like what was shown in the opening as well. All these pillars and whatever else. The next moment, I was in front of a fire with Momo sitting right next to me. Or right next to it. The prefab I was in, or was just in, had vanished. And when I looked up, I saw a shaft leading up to the open night sky. I guess that's our experiment on this thing. We didn't get to experiment with it before. As Momo tilted her head, I pointed at her stomach. Yep, there it is. Pollon is really good at, like, understanding the situation. He's really quick to figuring things out. Momo got flustered and covered her stomach. Again, very unlike Okabe. I do wonder, though, how often are we going to be allowed to use this? I know there's going to be those moments like what we just saw there where it's like, come on, I got to think of something, I got to do something, and it's like, oh, okay, well, duh, we just got to, load our save. But I'm sure that there's going to be situations coming up later in the game where I have to be the one that decides. I have to be the one without any clues from Pollon himself directly like that. Like, we got to stop where we're at and we need to jump on back or we're going to lead ourselves into some sort of dead end. I went ahead and explained what had just happened.
それで戻ってきた。だから何が起きるのか分かったんだ。ただ、俺はあの時、セーブ&ロードのことは意識になかった。それなのに、ロード画面が出てきた。
Yeah, it was all me. Yeah, honestly, that does beg the question, why does that come up for him? It really is as if he's in a simulation or a game.
誰かが俺に気づかせたとしか思えない。
And who was that someone? It could only be one person.
俺の BMI に痕跡も残さず細工してくれた凄腕ハッカー野郎様だよな。そいつに助けられたってことになる。
And damn, I didn't like it. Is there anything different here? Yeah, there was still no evidence of unauthorized access. But I was pretty sure they were watching me. They couldn't have displayed the load screen with such perfect timing if they weren't watching me. Can I display it right now? Nope. Maybe I should call out to them.
おい、あんた見てんのか?
Yeah,
見てるなら
I am.
さっきみたいにロード画面を出してみろよ。あんたの存在を証明してみな。よ。
Oh, there it is. Hehehe, that's so cool.
反応したな。ひとまずあんたが見てることははっきりした。
That is so wicked. I don't know what you're planning, but with the situation being what it is, I can't be making any compromises, so I'm going to be using the saving and loading thing. And with that settled, it was time to figure out our options. Wait, why are we saving again? We're literally... What? Anyways, the save thumbnails were images of what I could see at the time. I could also delete them if I wanted to. Okay, we're just experimenting. I was going to say, our save is right there. Like, there's no need to save again. That's like over-saving. We're wasting our slots. So what would happen if I went back and loaded an older save after making new data? Okay, yeah, let's give it a shot. Okay, now we just load slot 5. And then we could try loading the other one, maybe? That's a lot of jumping around, honestly. But it is good to experiment. We need to know what we can and can't do for the future. Loaded. Momo's stomach was about to rumble.
お腹空きましたね。
よし、いい感じだ。
Let's just load back. I don't want to have to explain things again. Come on. Wait. It's gone. It's gone. Wow, okay. The newest save was gone. So loading a save from before, the newest one erases the newest one. This means that everything I had done since my last load, including the new save, had been undone. No matter what I had done or what the results were, simply by loading I could erase all traces of my actions without anyone realizing. I could do anything now, even the worst Whoa. Better quit that line of thinking right there. I would never do anything that went against my principles. And if I ever came close to giving into that kind of temptation, I would just have to ask myself if I was making a choice I would be proud of.
Momo, そろそろ行こう。
Yeah, because when you think about it, his memories and everything goes with him. And that includes his conscience, his sense of guilt. If he performs a terrible action, that will follow him for the rest of his life. Sure, the world will reset, but he will lose his mind, and we've seen this in Steins Gate. I had an idea of what I was capable of now. All I had to do was find a way to get those 3 officers off our backs. I took Momo straight to the workers' prefab from before. There was no sign of the Cyberforce dolls yet, of course.
これに着替えてくれ。
I took a uniform from a random locker and handed it to Momo. Oh, and there's the news on that pro baseball signing. She started fidgeting for some reason, though.
ここでですよね。
ああ、そっか。
Where was the changing room? Could she do it in the restrooms? They were outside, though.
大丈夫です。着替えます。ただ少しの間だけ後ろを向いててもらっても。
Yeah, close your eyes, cover your ears. Oh no.
おい、誰だよ鍵かけたの。
Oh, there are workers around here.
俺じゃないっすよ。
Workers.
まずい。入って。
Acting on instinct, I pushed Momo into the nearest locker and then jumped in myself. Oh, this can only go really well. This is gonna go perfectly. Momo's strained breaths were going right in my ear. It was such a tiny space. Our bodies were squeezed so tight together that I could barely breathe. Come to think of it, we didn't have to hide. I could have just changed course and gone with the bribery idea. Shit, I really needed to cool off.
あったあった。歌舞伎町の連中がこっちまで入り込んできてるって。奴らあちこち放火しまくるんで、火災報知器の数、急遽増やしたらしいっすよ。ほら戻るぞ。
Well, that was lucky. It sounded like they left.
もう大丈夫みたいだ。
By the time we got out of that tight locker, the workers were nowhere to be seen. Why are you out of breath? Okay. Momo was barely standing, and it seemed like she might collapse at any moment, so I went and supported her.
ちょっと息苦しくてすみません。
Oh, it's all good.
こっちこそ悪い。あんなところに押し込めちゃって。少し休んで。
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Damn
ちょっ
it.
とお聞きしたいことが。
Hold on, can we jump?
俺
It's
のや
time
り
to
方を見てろよ。
Okay, I guess we're not jumping. We're not jumping right now. Nope.
ゲッ。
やっと見つけた。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。
I quickly let go of
こ
Momo.
っちは怖いの我慢して探してたのに。最近の若い子は。
あんたも大して変わらないでしょ。
そうだけど。
Ladies, please, you have the wrong idea.
もういいよ。高岡ポロンさんですよね。警察です。
Can we really not jump?
集中させろよ。
Okay, I guess we really cannot jump.
まさかまた見つかるとは。ざまあない。
また？
いや、どっかで見
Yeah,
た
ignore
気がするかもです。
私たちは警視庁サイバー対策課サイバー対策室所属。
Please don't do the introductions
サ
again,
イバーフォース
please.
ドールだっけ？
そう、その通り。すごい。ユニット名知ってる人に会ったの4人目だよ。
The fourth? Wow. Oh man,
Yeah.
no, not again.
遠慮しなくてもいいのに。
About my fourth comment, it's the other direction than what you guys are thinking. I'm surprised that there were 3 others. My cringe tank was still full from the first time I'd heard it.
ねえ、そっちのあなた、顔色が良くないけど大丈夫？
もしかして彼氏に何かされたの？
Oh my god, it's getting worse. Whoa, where was this coming from? things were taking a weird turn. My second try was gonna come to nothing at this rate. It was time for a redo. Coming into this prefab might have been a mistake. That reminded me though, the workers who had come over had said something interesting. Something we could use to our advantage. That is true. And I guess we're loading whether I want to or not. I wanted to see if there's anything to gain here, but no, I guess not. But yeah, we're really utilizing this this feature, functionality, power, whatever you want to call it now, which is it's cool. We were gonna take the Kabukicho district that the workers mentioned. I searched it online and found a way to get there fast. It was in the opposite direction from the station, so we wouldn't run into the Cyberforce dolls there.
ここからはしごを登るみたいだ。
The entrance to the passageway was in the middle of the subway tunnel, with a ladder leading up into the shaft, or into a shaft. You know, I will say for that news ticker that comes up, sure, this is the third time we're seeing it, but when it pops up, it gives you a sense of when, you know? The timing, it gives you a sense of time. This seemed like a passageway meant for regular inspections, and if we went through it, we would end up in Kabukicho. However you actually
支えてる
pronounce
から
that.
先に登って。
To all newcomers here of my channel, hi. I'm terrible when it comes to pronunciations of things in English and most definitely Japanese, so feel free to correct me or make fun of me or whatever. I'll allow it. I'm cool with it. You guys should have seen my my attempts back in Doki Doki Literature Club, where I was a tryhard. Momo reached for the ladder enthusiastically, but as she went to put her foot on a rung, she froze in place.
モモ
Should we go first?
先に登ってもらってもいいですか？
Yeah, I figured.
えなんで
それは
もしかしてどこか怪我してんのか痛くて登れない
You're on the right
それなら
track,
すぐ手当てを
but not really.
じゃあ高いのが苦手とか
でもなく
疲れたのか少しなら休憩入れてもいいけど
でもなく
おいおい
Just spill the beans already.
単
Come
なるわが
on.
ままってことさすがにそれはどうかと思うぜ
でもなくて
After an extraordinary amount of hesitation, Momo managed to get her reason out.
履いてないんです
Ah.
パンツ履いてないんです
Why is she going commando? You know, I don't understand anything with this whole outfit with this chick in the first place, but goddamn. It's as if she escaped from somewhere, was naked, and she needed an outfit, and just found the first thing that she, you know, came across, or utilized the first thing she came across, and, you know, stole it probably, and threw it on, and there we go.
はなんで
事情がありまして
I'm sure there are.
事情が
Like what? Was absolutely not a question I could ask out loud. Asking it in the head is totally okay, though. So she wasn't wearing any panties. She was wearing this thing that looked like both an animal costume and pajamas at the same time, but she wasn't wearing any panties. So back when we were running around Nakano, back when she had clung to me on my grapper, yeah, that's gonna make things awkward. Back when we jumped down to the underpass.
先に登るモモは後からでいいから
はいありがとうございます
Okay, if we do a redo again, if we go and jump, then we should probably just offer to go first, no matter what.
ビンゴだったな
Well, yeah, we're still in the exclusion zone. Kabukicho was one of the places that suffered a direct hit during Sad Morning. It had been completely destroyed. After that, though, people who had lost their homes, among others, took to squatting in the ruins. It had turned into a lawless wasteland. I had heard that the locals were one of the reasons why the Shinjuku crater restoration wasn't going as fast as planned. People of all ages lived there, and there were a bunch of people that you could tell weren't all there just from the look in their eyes. This wasn't a nice place by any measure, but that was exactly why I figured it would be good for losing our pursuers.
ここから新大久保の方に抜けてタクシーを拾うか。
I'm sure we're going to come across some lovely people here too. It was real refreshing to finally get some fresh air after being underground for so long. Feeling good, so I stretched my body a bit.
これでようやく帰れそうだ。
高岡
Oh
トロ
my fucking god, dude. How? How?
探しましたよ。警察です。
The three Cyberforce dolls parted the crowd and came over to us. They almost looked at home, wearing those weird outfits in a chaotic place like this. Were they waiting for us?
なんでここに来るって分かった？
焚き火はしっかり水をかけて消さないとダメですよ。火事になったら大変。
Okay, time to jump.
熱源センサーが焚き火跡を見つけて、そこから2人の体温を追いかけてきたの。
Yeah, okay, time to jump.
うるさいな。
God damn it.
いいぜ。こうなったら次はなりふり構わず行く。
This place wasn't normal. The locals might get involved if we started messing with the police, and that wouldn't end well for us. Kabukicho was just that messed up. Sneaking out without drawing any attention would have been ideal, but we'd been found, so hanging around wasn't a good idea.
ちょっと君、妙な真似をしないで。
We're not trying to. I guess it's still not my choice when we get to do our little jumps here, but that's okay. We're almost there. But we're learning. We're putting things together. We're getting a plan going.
全然見つからない。
And I guess we're
どこにいるのかな。
maybe this will be the way out properly. Like we'll actually escape these cops. So yeah, let's see what they're up to.
まだ駅の近くを見ただけでしょ。奥の方まで調べないと。
火事です。指示に従って落ち着いて地上に向かってください。
Okay, so this is how they started coming towards
繰り
us.
返します。
All
火事
those
です。
times.
指示に従って落ち着いて地上に向かってください。
Unless this is something different?
室長に連絡する。それと作業員を避難させよう。
リコちゃん、
Yeah,
こ
this
この
is
工
this
事
has
の
got to
コ
be
ントロール
different.
センターと連絡つく？
どうするつもり？
状況確認してできることをやろう。つなげて。サイバーフォースドール出動。
I really gotta, wonder about the significance of these idols.
なんだっけ？
Nice. You're not gonna take me into custody without a warrant, Cyberforce dolls.
煙も火の手もどこにも見えないわね。
警報は誤報。今コントロールセンターでも確認したって。
火事はなかったんだ。よかった。じゃなくて、もしかして私たち騙され
Yes.
もしかしなくてもね。
100%
だから言ったのに先走って。
た？私たちが探してることいつ気づかれたの？
それだけ用心深いんでしょ。
まんまとやられたわね。ぐー、こしゃくなー。
With his newly found ability here,
顔と名前しっかり覚えたんだからね。高岡ポーラン。
yeah, with his newly found ability here, he's definitely gonna be able to pull off a lot more, get more eyebrows raised and questions asked, which,
即席のプログラムだったけど、うまくいったな。
子供騙し程度のものだから次もうまくいく気はしないが。
結果オーライだ。助かったぜ相棒。
each company's disaster prevention system had its own quirks, so I had to rely on Cross's help to build the program as fast as possible.
いつものことだろ。
Cross is the man, honestly. This whole thing reminded me that I was still a real hacker. I'd had to use my skills a whole bunch of times to help Momo today, excuse me. I'd always said that I wanted to get out of this business, and yet here I was. Anyway, we finally lost the cops. Oh, new news. NASA Space Elevator Construction's initial stage proceeding as planned. Oh, yikes. Big yikes. Big fucking yikes. Now all we had to do was get back to Nakano while avoiding the army. We could think about what to do after that tomorrow. We should be good with the cops, though. Like, definitely won't run into those gals again. We definitely gave them the slip. But this whole saving and loading thing was still on my mind.
なあ、今も見てるのか？凄腕ハッカー。
Yep.
この機能がなけりゃこんなにもうまくはいかなかった。あんたのことはいけすかないし、いつか正体暴いてやるけど、この力必要な状況になったら今後も好きに使わせてもらうぜ。
That's fair. I mean, it's his power to use. It benefits him. Though there's still a lot of questions to ask regarding, how this works in the world, and if where we are really is the real world, because after being introduced to the Gaia, it's like, you gotta wonder, are we real? Seated in the back of a car, Graham Kingley shifted his gaze from outside to the information displayed on the car's windshield. It showed that the destination, Umanomori, let's go with that, was half an hour away. The car was currently parked at the side of the road in Nihonbashi, however. Sorry guys, I don't know how to pronounce shit. What the fuck? He was soon joined by Iwan Okuda, who had brought a large object with him. Yeah, it appears so. The two were sitting directly beside one another, but they didn't so much as exchange a glance. Between them was a huge stuffed animal that Iwan had brought.
これで何個目だ。
数えたことはない。アスマが安定するなら安い買い物だ。あなただって仕事がしやすいだろう。ああ、伝えていない。メンテなどしていないからな。
Oh?
その場しのぎの嘘を報告したのか。
アスマはあんな不毛な会議の場に出すよりはよほどいい。
Graham could not deny that sentiment.
今回の一件、不可解なことが多すぎる。
Yeah, you're right.
あなた
軍用通信衛星をハッキングしない限り、事前に知るのは不可能だ。
Wizard tier hackers who could access military satellites without leaving a trace were few and far between, and such activity would make you an enemy of the USA. Graham didn't believe this operation warranted such feats. That's why he doubted that hacking was at the center of it all.
誰かがあの小僧に情報を漏らした。あるいは単に勘がいいだけだったのか。
Yeah, something like that.
あの場での一連の出来事についてこう言っていた。シミュレーションとは違うことが起きていると。
Oh, interesting. In a way he couldn't grasp, those words put Graham ill at ease. So if this is reality, we're going against what's being simulated. We're going against the course of reality. It was the next morning. Cross said that the moment we arrived at Symphony, with a serious expression on his face.
悪いかよ。
何かしたか？
してねえし。
そうか。
予想通りって顔すんなよ。
I'm sure he's just trying to lighten the mood.
考えすぎだろ。ところでお前、あまり寝てないのか？
どうでもいいだろ。女子と一晩一緒に過ごすぐらいなんでもないんだからな。
いや、ずっと追っ手を警戒してて大変だったんじゃないかと言おうとしたんだが。
So that was it, huh? He said the police actually visited my place, so spending the night at Symphony was the right idea. What's going on up here? Recovery rate, post, sad morning, lowest among developed nations. What was the beginning of the news message? I was reading what's down here. Japan faces striking financial difficulties. Yeah, I don't doubt it. After, a whole bunch of districts were, blown up, and craters are now what's left. The army, on the other hand, hadn't been up to much since their retreat, apparently. Hearing that wasn't enough to put me at ease, though. I had spent the night bracing myself for a raid and barely got any sleep.
ま、お前の気持ちもわかる。
ああ、そうかよ。それより本題に入るぞ。
Oh, and there's a lot to talk about. I had called Cross over to tell him about yesterday. I told him about who was after Momo, and even mentioned the saving and loading thing that I'd been using. Whether he believes it or not is a whole nother thing, Momo was asleep on the only sofa we had. She didn't even wake up when Cross came in. She must have been out of it.
彼女が何者なのかは後でちゃんと聞いておけよ。お前のことだから 今後も関わるつもりなんだろ
Oh, of course.
あ、よくわかってるじゃんか。
相棒だからな。それよりセーブ&ロードだったか。そっちが気になるな。
すごい機能だと思わないか？これ使えるぜ。
いや、闇雲に使うのは控えた方がいい。実際にそんな機能があるわけないんだ。
So he didn't actually believe it was real, huh? I couldn't blame him though. I was still 50-50 on it myself.
誰かの罠かもしれないって話だろ。わかってるよ。だからクロス、調べてくれ。
Honestly, I was going to mention this earlier, but we kind of, got back to being on the run. There has to be some sort of repercussions. Now, with the whole, Steins Gate deal, I don't think there were any, physical, noticeable repercussions, but you could tell that Okabe's mental was literally falling apart as he was losing track of, well, reality, a sense of time, a sense of place. But here, I gotta wonder, what's the drawback? There has to be something that's gonna pop up. I mean, you can argue that the same thing could pop up, but what I want to know is there something else? Maybe something that we could, see or witness. I was thinking maybe the more a save exists, the more it tries to creep up on, present day. So the more you try to load the same save, it's not going to be at the exact time every time. Maybe it's, creeping forward a little bit. But nah, I don't know.
もちろんだ。
But we should keep an eye on it.
もっとも相手次第じゃ俺も歯が立たないと思うが。
ん？
Oh, that's Oz.
オズのおっさんか？
That reminded me that he'd left a comment on the Nakano Symphony's commissions page.
よう、一緒に昼飯どうだ？
No, I think we're good.
なんで俺の連絡先を知ってる？
腹減ってないのか？
質問に答えろ。俺を敵に回すってんなら答えなくてもいいけどな。
こっちはいろんなところに顔が利くんだよ。
へえ。
Out of everyone involved with yesterday's events, who could have connections to this guy?
例えば、
Well,
警
the
察と
police.
か？
そういうことだ。そうそう。お前が昨日やったクラッキングのことだが、警察のデータベースからきれいさっぱり消えたらしいぞ。
For real?
そんなわけで、お前らを連行する理由もなくなったってことだ。
でもそれ、警察の温情ってわけじゃなさそうだな。
I didn't know who was pulling the strings or why, but they clearly had power over the police. I bet they had gotten the army involved too.
その辺のことも含めて情報交換しようや。一緒にいたジョーちゃんも連れてこい。
Honestly, I'm kind of, not really sure about this guy. Sure, he kind of saved us in both of our runs, but I don't know. Afterwards, it was just I got a little iffy on him. I didn't answer right away. Honestly, I couldn't. I was still just some guy determined to help Momo out. And I had to find out how much this guy actually knew.
クソ生意気な蝶ネクタイのガキの情報もある？
奴のことも知ってるのか。ますます話を聞かせてもらわないとな。
Well, we saw him in our first run through. I could vividly remember that boy who'd climbed out of the chopper yesterday. He looked younger than me, but he was lording over the army and acting like he was the boss. I'd met him before the first load, which meant that our meeting never actually happened. If this guy knew something about that boy, it seemed like a good idea for us to talk. If I wanted to help Momo as best as I could, I had to know as much about our enemies as possible.
そっちのおごりなら言ってやってもいい。
たく。昼の1時、中野5丁目の10日だ。
Wait, what's going on there? Wynn's window? People were talking about your work from the other day. Good job. Tragic fond memories of Incarnation that went out of business after the owners fled. 4chan thread summary? What the fuck is all that shit? He ended the call without even giving me a map. Now was the time to decide what I was going to tell Momo. I don't know if that was interactable at all or not. I don't know if that was like a 4chan thread I could just open up or whatever, but whatever. She woke up a while later and I told her about the meeting with Oz.
私だけで行きます。
あのおっさんに協力を頼むつもりか？
いえ、そうするつもりもありません。ただ、どうしてこの国の軍隊が私を捕まえようとしたのかは把握しておかないと。
Wait, you don't even
お
know?
っさんは情報交換を要求してきた。こっちも持ってる情報を出さなきゃ話にならないぜ。
でも
It looked like I wasn't the only one that she wanted to keep in the dark. In that case,
バチカン。
it would have been better to let Momo explain it herself, but I couldn't keep a lid on it any longer.
君を狙ってるのはそいつらだ。そうだろ。
Which, again, as I've brought up multiple times now, very strange.
どうしてそれを？
この目で見たからさ。セーブ&ロードの話はしたはずだ。わからないのは昨日の連中だ。バチカンとどういうつながりがあるのか、それは確かめた方がいい気がする。いずれにせよ、そんな大きな相手に追われてる君を一人で放り出すなんて真似は俺にはできないんでな。この件にはとことん首突っ込ませてもらうぜ。
I was also going to say that what we could do, if things do go south here with Oz, we could just get all the information we need through information exchange, you know, just throw out whatever we want, and then we could just load back, right? We can just load a save, and we can kind of come in being even more prepared or completely decline the offer.
ポロンさんは
We won't have to give out any information at all, really.
お互い様だろ。
We'll have already had it.
ちなみに金ある？
というと？
その服を何とかしたい。
Honestly. Like, you stand out big time. Who wouldn't? She said that she had some money, so I took her to the Nakano shopping arcade where she could get herself some clothes. I was waiting at the arcade entrance, excuse me. But she had already been there half an hour.
さすがに遅すぎじゃないか。もしかして勝手に一人でどっか行ったんじゃ。
Well, even if we got separated now, I could find her again by heading to the place we were supposed to meet with Oz. There's a Traffic Act reform bill meant to implement level 5 vehicle autonomy abandoned once again. Interesting.
女子は服を買うのに時間がかかる。覚えておくといい。
それ、お前の経験談？
さあな。
Well, I would just wait for her a while longer. Also, that Oz guy seemed like a dangerous character, so it was probably a good idea to save here. I'm glad that we're on the same page here because, again, if things do go south, it's best to, you know, just reload. Better to save than be sorry. Exactly. There.
お前の BMI を調べてみたが、外部からいじられた痕跡は見つけられない。セーブ&ロードの UI が配置された領域すら特定できない。
Wait, so it's like not even physically there? Like whatsoever?
マジかよ。
It doesn't exist? So this stuff was beyond even Cross. You're one hell of a hacker giving me this saving and loading stuff.
すみません。お待たせしました。
Finally. Alright, what did she got on? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Looking clean. Fresh, if you will.
Oh!
Momo looked like a completely normal girl in her new fit. She wouldn't stand out at all now.
そろそろ時間だ。行こう。
はい。
I know a lot of you are gonna miss, you know, the big pink outfit, but come on, this is for the better. The place where Oz wanted to meet was like 10 minutes away from here, or from where we were. Momo had taken her sweet time getting her clothes, so it was gonna be a close one.
ポロンさん、
Yes.
この格好大丈夫でしょうか？
Yes.
え？
100%.
うまく馴染めてますか？
馴染んでるんじゃない？
Wait, so she doesn't even know what people wear? Like, is that the problem? She doesn't want to stand out? It's like she's completely out of place here. She did look better suited to city life, if that was what she meant. This outfit was way better than that pink costume, at least.
そうですか。それなら良かったです。行きましょう。
And she still has that, you know, that tattoo, the digital tattoo on her face. Whoa. All right. You know what? We'll save this for the next episode. We'll jump into whatever this is here. Plus, I'm like actually hungry, so goddamn, I could go for some ramen. I honestly could. I am that hungry. I could go for a big old bowl right now. But yeah, we'll save it there. Did anything come up in the tips? Did we get any tips this episode? No, we didn't get a single tip in this episode. All right. Okay, I'm gonna save on slot. Damn it, I have to use the arrow keys. I'll save on slot 4. I was gonna say slot 7, but I think we can save on slot 4 because this is around that area, so it's honestly fine. Maybe I'm gonna say it's okay. I'll save here. All right, and we'll wrap it up with that one. Nice episode here, running from the idol cops, which are quite the characters, and I have a feeling that we have not seen the last of them. Shoot, they might pop up in the next episode. Apparently they have a connection, not directly with Oz, but Oz has a connection with the police and therefore with the idol cops. So I'm sure we'll see them again at some point. But thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.